Hello everybody, nice to see you back. Welcome one and all to my top favorite formal fragrances video. So this isn't really going to be like a top 10 list or anything, this is more or less my favorite fragrances to wear for these black suit and tie formal occasions. Now if I'm being perfectly honest, I don't really go to a whole lot of these super upper class, high class events. However, when I do go to those, I really want a fragrance to match my persona. I'm looking for a fragrance that is very complex, very sophisticated, and very elegant to kind of fit the aura and the theme and the scenario of what I'm about to do. Because come on guys, if it's a high class event, we all know we want to make amazing impressions on all those other people around us. Now you may ask me, Bradley, what makes a formal fragrance, right? There's all these fragrances out here, but what makes a formal fragrance, right? Well, let me answer that question for you. You know, of course we have fragrances like these, Versace Eau Fraiche and Invictus Aqua. These two smell great, however they are very casual. When you smell these two, you think of just really fun times in the summer on the beach wearing like flip-flops and a tank top. You do not necessarily want to portray this very fun and loose vibe when you're all suited up. So therefore, when you're suited up, you gotta be more serious, more in control, something that's very sophisticated, smells expensive, and very luxurious. You know, you want the people around you to kind of know that you did spend some money and you really put some effort into the fragrance that you chose. So with that, I'm going to be showing you 10 different formal fragrances I have in my collection. I'm going to be showing you 2 for each season, summer, spring, fall, and winter, and also 2 that can be your signature scent all year round. And I feel like I have a pretty good mix of designer and niche fragrances, and I also have some stuff at every different price level, but just a word of warning, for the most part, these fragrances are going to be a little bit on the pricier side. So that's enough talking out of me. Let's get started with this video. I'm gonna start off with my 2 fall fragrances because fall is almost over and might as well start with fall, right? I'm gonna go with An Evening with the Mobster by Duo Fragrances and Tom Ford Tuscan Leather. Wow, generally in the fall time I want my fragrances to be very bold, very brash, and very rugged, and these two definitely are. Let's start off with the Duo fragrance. I really like this stuff, especially for the price point that you can get it at. I think it's very nice, blended beautifully, great performance, and amazing smell. This stuff is amazing. When you put this thing on, you'll definitely right away pick up on this very boozy cognac note. It smells really nice, has some woody nuances in there, as well as a smoked vanilla note that I find absolutely gorgeous. It smells very refined, yet very masculine at the same time, and works great suited up. Especially when the cold autumn breeze gets on it, this stuff just smells amazing. As for Tuscan Leather, this is one of my all-time favorite leather fragrances. It's phenomenal. This fizzy raspberry combined beautifully with a dark, smoky, ashy leather note, blended to perfection. This smells like a boss. When you put this on, you smell like a boss, in control. Everybody listens and is commanded around you, basically. And I can only tell you guys, a night out, suited up tuxedo, this thing is the bomb. You're sure to get noticed, and believe it or not, it is a compliment getter, so don't sleep on this one, Tuscan Leather. Alright, now let's transition to the winter time. The weather has definitely cooled down, yet you still want some amazing formal fragrances to rock, and I got the answer for you. 2 of them right here, both from the House of Dior. By the way, I think that they do amazing classy fragrances. One is from their designer line, the other one is from their higher end private collection. I'm talking about Dior Homme Intense, and from the La Collection Privée, this is Mitzvah. DHI, the Hype King. If you've been on the YouTube fragrance community, I'm pretty sure you've heard of this thing by now. What do you get from this? Powdery cocoa, a smooth, buttery iris. Amazing. A very sexy, very alluring scent. I think that this would work best for like a night out, let's say to a gala or to a ball with that significant other of yours by your side. This thing is amazing. It has a very mysterious and almost a dangerous edge to it. As for Mitzvah, the somewhat discontinued Mitzvah, I'm not sure if this is really discontinued or not, but if you can get your hands on a sample, I definitely would. This stuff is very avant-garde, very different, and very unexpected. The most beautiful, amazing cinnamon top note I've ever smelled in a fragrance, combined with this balsamic, smoky incense note in the opening, but at the same time has this effervescent, bright white honey note with a very dainty, airy rose that kind of wafts in and out of the composition. It is amazing. Now I know this fragrance is marketed towards women, but I think a man can easily wear it, and it's quite unexpected, smells very different, and I think this is a great option for especially the very cold weather, very sociable fragrance, and I think this works best to like Christmas parties. It's very festive, reminds me of the Christmas season a lot. So Mitzvah works amazing suited up in a very different fragrance. Alright, so now let's transition to the spring season, right? The weather's starting to warm up. We're getting these nice green, fresh, uplifting, invigorating springtime scents. And these 2 are instant classics in my mind. I'm talking about Bleu De Chanel Eau de Parfum and Creed Green Irish Tweed. So Bleu De Chanel, the EDP, I like it. but definitely it smells very similar to the Eau de Toilette, obviously, but this is ramped up with the incense, with the vetiver, with the woodsiness, not as much of that beautiful citrus opening, definitely very masculine, very dominant, and in control. Still is uplifting, and I think works great for the springtime. Really nice performance. Suited up, man, this thing is great. If you are working the office a lot or really just need a spring, or if you really just need a fresh spring, high-class scent, this is definitely a great one to check out from Chanel. And of course, we got this little guy right here, Green Irish Tweed. Still, I would say, the best niche fragrance if you're starting off. Like, if you really want to dip your feet into the niche realm, this would be a great starter niche scent. Smells amazing. Oh yeah, just the quality of the ingredients. It's a classic, timeless men's scent. You know, there are many clones, many wannabes and posers of this fragrance, but none of them really quite do it like Green Irish Tweed. The lemon verbena, the iris, has a slight powdery greenness, very natural, very high quality, and when you smell this thing, it's just awesome. I'm telling you, dress this thing up with a suit to a nice springtime meeting, and you will turn some heads. Very much appreciated by almost everybody. It's just a classic, timeless men's fragrance, and it's one of the best dressing up scents that I know of. Creed Green Irish Tweed. Alright, and the last two I'm going to recommend for the summer season. This is a little bit of an interesting one because, you know, in the summertime it's pretty hot out. You're generally not going to dress up in suits as much, and you're going to be wearing more casual clothes, so it's kind of hard to find very formal, very serious summer fragrances that still provide a sophisticated nature, but I think that I have found two really good ones. I'm talking about Dior Homme Sport and Tom Ford Costa Azure. Dior Homme Sport, I absolutely love this fragrance right here. This is iris, very powdery, citrusy scent, kind of clean, has a nice masculine quality about it. This green woody base, right? And this stuff is really, really good. I can see it working nice for like a nice dinner or something out on a patio with a summer breeze blowing with a nice shirt on or something like that. This stuff is really good. It's sporty, yet it's fresh and summery, and I don't know, the quality is definitely here. It just has this really nice, refined, sophisticated quality. Can't really put my finger on what note necessarily does that, but all I know is it smells amazing. Definitely gets compliments, so Dior Homme Sport is a great summertime formal fragrance to look into. And let's talk about Costa Azure. This one is definitely different from all the other ones. Costa Azure is it's a dark aquatic fragrance, if that makes sense. You know, most of these aquatic fragrances like Acqua di Gio or Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue, they smell very nice, light, and fresh. However, this is different. This has like a burnt driftwood note, very salty, seaweed in here, some dark citruses as well. Kind of transports me to like a volcanic island. So it is aquatic, but in definitely a different and unique way. The quality is definitely here, and let's say you wear this thing on a summer night, it is perfect for that. Put this stuff on, and I know it'll work great. Especially dressed up in a summer night occasion, I think this is an awesome pick. Alright, now let's finish off with my two all-season fragrances. These will work in any scenario, especially for the high-class events, and also in any weather condition, whether it be hot or cold. And we have one designer and one niche. I'm going to show you the designer first. This is Dior Homme. Amazing stuff, as you can tell. Dior did very, very well on this list. There's something about their scents that just purvey a very classy and very elegant, upscale feel to them. So Dior Homme, this is the originator, this is the one that started it all. It smells expensive, that's the best way I can put it. It's got iris, very waxy and balmy in the opening with a little bit of a kind of lavender bergamot thing, and it transitions to a powdery cocoa heart with a leather and a woody base. Super unique, it's appreciated by a lot of people. And when people smell this, it's just like, wow, it smells expensive, it smells like you actually spent some money and actually tried. Very different as well, so Dior Homme is a great designer pick to look into. And let's go with my niche pick. This is, wow, I think any fragrance from this house could have easily made this list in terms of formal fragrances, but for some reason this one just speaks to me more than any of the other ones from the house. This is Amouage Reflection Man. Right there, boom. Wow. Thanks to Semper for sending this to me, by the way, a little while ago. I've absolutely fallen in love with this. It's a powdery, clean fragrance. Uses a note of jasmine, neroli, has a spicy, fresh, powdery feel to it, and a little bit of a creamy vanilla dried in with like a metallic overtone. Overall, it smells expensive, smells very elegant, very sophisticated, classy. I mean, it's amazing. The quality is definitely there in the ingredients. The performance is amazing as well, especially for a fresh fragrance. And I don't know, something about this powdery, elegant vibe that just reminds me of wearing a suit, black tie, formal event. It's just amazing. So if you got a little bit of extra cash to burn, you can go for Amouage Reflection Man. I think it'll do you very, very good. So those are all my picks, guys. Let me know what you thought about this list in the comment section down below. What is your favorite formal fragrance? Let me know if I missed any. And that's going to be it for me. Make sure to like, comment, rate, and subscribe, and I'll see you later with another video.